They sleeping on your girl, you can call me a nap queen. Wake up, 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 wake up. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Shayna, aka Nap Queen, aka Mercury Venus Me, and I'm here today to share with you guys the journey that I've been on for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in July. Currently is April, about to pull up on May, but I damaged my hair from root to tip in July of 2018, and this was my hair a couple of days ago. It was coiled, it was shrinking, healthy, beautiful, 4C coils. Ultimately, I think that some of my hair is still damaged, but the journey that I've been on with my hair has allowed me to retain some of the damaged hair that doesn't really act in a way of damaged hair, because maybe it was like younger hair when the damage occurred in 2018. So now that I've grown a considerable amount of healthy hair mixed with the kind of young hair that was damaged, it just kind of is feeling like I'm back to being a nappy queen. So I want to share with you guys the journey that I've been on and some significant things that I think contributed to me having a healthy head of hair again so soon. Before I start the video, I want to send a very sincere thank you to everyone who has been sending me love and supportive messages during the time where I haven't been creating a lot of content. I have a video that I already recorded and edited explaining why I didn't want to be a YouTuber. Ultimately, I think it's a very important perspective for people to hear, and I think I had a really good reason for why I didn't want to be a YouTuber. So I hope when I post that video, if you guys were wondering, I hope you click it. So I just wanted to send a thank you to those guys, and even though I was kind of on hiatus, I did still continue to respond to the comments that you guys would leave, and it meant so much to me when you guys would send me positive comments, ultimately knowing that I wasn't really active but you still supported me. Okay, so first tip, the thing that I had to do first before I bought any products, before I thought of any new protective styles or low manipulation styles, before any of that, I had to accept the reality and the present condition of my hair with optimism, knowing that it can grow, and it is growing, and ultimately it's going to grow regardless of what I do. I just have to be the one to care for it and take care of it. So when I damaged my hair, and I put the story time video where I explained how I damaged my hair here, but when I damaged my hair, it wasn't this devastating event that made me feel pessimistic and just had no hope for the future. It was really the opposite. I looked at it as something that was done and something that I can't change, so it's a new beginning. You know, now I'm on a damage journey, and I still thought my hair was beautiful. I still found ways to style it in a way that was healthy for it and worked for the condition that it was in. I didn't try to go against its nature or try to make it something that it is not. And I think that ultimately was an important first step to growing back my hair and being able to do what was needed to rejuvenate it, you know? Quality products. Now, I'm not a product junkie. I take a lot of pride in not being a product junkie and being a lazy natural and being a simple natural. But when it comes to products, it's two things that are very important. The first is understanding the order in applying your products. There is only one moisturizer for your hair on this earth. There's only one moisturizer for your hair on on this earth is water. Water is the only thing that moisturizes your hair. Everything else that you apply on top of that water does the job of sealing in that water, or if water is a part of its ingredients, it can add more water to moisturize your hair. But ultimately, the only thing that gives your hair moisture is water. So if you have dry hair and you put shea butter on top of it trying to moisturize it, really you're defeating the purpose, because you're covering your hair with a hydrophobic layer, which is the shea butter. It does not like water. So when your hair is hit with water, the hydrophobic layer, which is the shea butter, will not allow the water to penetrate the hair shaft. So understanding the order of putting on your products is super important, because you may not really have a type of hair that's prone to dryness. You just may have the wrong product order, not allowing water to get into your hair. Now, I do have the type of hair that's prone to dryness. I have high porosity hair, so water gets out of my hair just as easily as it gets in. So after I wet it, it's very important for me to use thick sealants to seal in the moisture into my hair. And ultimately, shea butter has been my favorite thick sealant to use during this time, because I find using products that have ingredients that are closer to nature, I personally feel fortifies my hair more when it's damaged than compared to using products when my hair is healthy. When my hair was healthy, I didn't feel like it was as fragile, but having high porosity hair and also damaged hair, I knew my hair was more prone to breakage, and moisturization was very important because dry hair breaks. So if I could keep my hair moisturized, I would have less breakage. So that's kind of like a mentality towards products and moisturization that I feel helped my hair stay in a state that wasn't, having a lot of breakage. As I mentioned, during this process, I didn't really use a lot of products that weren't as close to nature with their ingredients. I love Pink Moisturizer. I love Grease, specifically Blue Magic. Those are products that I used at certain parts of my hair journey where my hair was very, very healthy, and I didn't feel the products that I used made a huge significant difference. With my hair being damaged, I wanted to be a little bit more delicate with it, so I stuck to, products or simple products like shea butter, but also brands that I knew were very intentional in choosing ingredients for their products. It just does a better job at amending damaged hair compared to just having generic ingredients that do the job, but it doesn't really have those kind of like hidden benefits that you don't really know about, because you don't know everything that this plant or this oil or this herb can do. It's just something about the natural, close to nature ingredients that get me. So during this journey, I definitely would reach for those brands and those kind of products compared to some of the products that I usually keep in my pantry just because I can find them easily at the beauty supply store. Now, a lot of people are going to be shocked by this next tip, but I feel like I should say it because it's true. I didn't protective style this entire time of growing my hair back and amending it and, bringing it back to life from the damage. What I did do was low manipulation styling. If you kept up with my videos before I kind of went on this hiatus, you knew that I am not really big on protective styling. I feel like my hair is a part of my essence, is a part of my personality. Ultimately, I don't put a lot of energy into styling it. I kind of do the same thing over and over again, but it's a part of how I express myself, so I don't really like wearing false hair. I used to make wigs. I used to, wear fake hair all the time. I have no issue with it, but personally, with my personal style, it's not what I want to do. So during this time, it still wasn't what I wanted to do, even with damaged hair. I just had damaged hair, but I was still going to wear my real hair. But when I first damaged my hair, the closest thing to a protective style that I did, I would be able to sleek my hair back into a bun, which was not possible before then. My hair was way too thick, way too coily, kinky, coarse, dense, shrunken. It was very, very difficult for me to slick all my hair back, but after I damaged it, it was so easy. But after that, I mainly did braid outs. I still did perm rod sets. I just kind of, let my hair kind of speak to me, tell me what it needed, tell me what it could do. initially it was very flat and the curl pattern was very loose, but over time it just kind of like became a mixture of, you know, shrinking and stretching. Like the new growth would be more so the hair that shrunk, but the hair on the ends would be the hair that was stretched easily because it was damaged. I just continued to do the low manipulation styles that I was already accustomed to doing with my healthy hair, and just saw how they looked on my damaged hair, and I ended up liking them. Even though they were different, it just was what it was, and I didn't make a big deal about it. I didn't say, oh, this looks so much better when it was healthy. It just kind of was what it was, and ultimately I knew I would have healthy hair again one day, so I should just enjoy what my hair looks like in that moment, because it probably won't really be like that ever again. Now this one was hard. This one was very hard, but I think it's very important. Um, Fighting the impulses of doing certain things, damaging things, things that I would regret a week or a month or a year later, fighting to do these things to my hair while it was already damaged was very, very hard. I wanted to color my hair. I wanted to straighten my hair continuously. I wanted to cut my hair all off. I wanted to do so many things to my hair that will ultimately kind of contradict growing it long. And I had to fight these impulses and understand these stages that I'm at, whether they're awkward, whether I don't think they're cute enough, whether they're not what I want in that moment, but maybe what I want a week later. I had to realize that these impulses would keep me away from where I was trying to get back to. But ultimately, I was this close to dyeing my hair amber one time, just like all burnt orange. I think I would have liked it. Ultimately, with my mind, I probably would have just been optimistic about my hair after I did it, but I know that those weren't things that contributed to healthy hair and growing my hair, so I really had to fight impulses of cutting. Of course I had to cut my hair because I had just straight in damage, but I never cut more than a ½ inch. And I will always go like 3-month intervals before I cut again. And that's because I wanted my hair to maintain its length and maintain its shape while slowly getting rid of the damage. And if there are people out there who know short hair is not for them, I'm one of those people. I think it looks beautiful on a lot of women. I'm not saying it wouldn't look beautiful on me, but I just don't want short hair. I like having something that, you know, encircles my head. I don't want to just not have anything on top of my skin, on the top of my head. I don't know, it would just feel weird to me. So short hair is not for me, but if you are also the type of person where short hair is not for you, I would highly recommend that method to cutting out damage compared to chopping it all off. I have never big chopped. I'm not a big chopper. When I cut my hair to start my journey, I cut it chin length, and a lot of my hair was still damaged from heat when I cut it chin length. So that just kind of lets you know how I feel about cutting hair. Ultimately, I think I'm completely done cutting anything from my hair. I'm not trimming my hair anymore. Like, I just finger coiled my ends for this braid out, and I don't really see any stringy ends, so I'm content with this. I am not a trimmer. I just trimmed during these almost 2 years because I literally had bone straight ends when I first damaged my hair initially. So those are my tips. That's what I did, and that was pretty much my journey. As I said, it wasn't even completely 2 years, but ultimately I think my first thing that I mentioned of accepting your hair in its present state and not trying to go against its nature and force it to be something that it's not, that's how you lose your hair. When you go against its nature and try to get it to do things that just are not in its job description, it's just not going to do it. I knew that I had coily hair. I knew that if I straightened it too much, it would break. If I applied too many chemicals to it, it would break. If I stretched it too much and too hard or for too long, it would break. So I just continuously did things that worked for my hair. I kept it moisturized. I gave it products that were close to nature. I was patient with it. I was optimistic with it. And ultimately, in very little time, it bounced back, and it's kind of what I like to see again. It's shrinking, it's healthy, it has good shape, it takes to style well, and now we're just going to see how fast we can grow it. But I want to thank you guys for clicking on my video, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and would like to see more videos from me, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And I also want to let you guys know about a very crazy story time I'm going to be dropping on my channel. Literally, my car got stolen. I have video footage of the police chasing the thief in the car. Like, it was such a movie. It was so crazy, but I have like video footage and pictures from the entire day. So I just wanted to, you know, kind of like build the ante and the suspense for that, because I still can't believe that happened to me. Like, I still can't believe it happened to me, and I was able to take video footage of it. So I'm going to share that with you guys, and hopefully it'll serve as forewarning of how crazy, like, people are getting. And I hope everyone is staying safe and staying healthy in their homes, and, you know, doing what they can to take care of themselves and their family. So I just want to send good energy out to everyone that, you know, is just trying to do their best with what they have. And I thank you guys so much. I will see you in my next video.